Morning. I figured I was just, it's morning here. I don't know when you guys are watching the video. Uh, a bunch of my old Blitz cans got ripped off when they flew out the back of my truck. Gas cans, 5-gallon cans, which is a whole story unto itself. But I did want to just do a real quick video because I bought a bunch of Midwest gas cans and they come with these newfangled horrible, if you ever had to use them, if you ever want to, see how well the government regulates stuff, buy a new gas can. So anyway, so these things are pretty much not functional for old people, that's for sure. You have to press down on them, get a snap, push down on this really heavy spring, and then try to hold all that while you're pouring gas. So I'm going to do a quick vid. I always say that, and never are. But I'm going to do a quick vid on how to de-governmentify your nozzle. So a couple things. First of all, let's take it apart. So let's take your little ring off and set it aside. And then let's start with the ring first. So the ring's got this little ratchety thing here that's just going to be a pain in the butt if you want to take it on and off. All you really need to do to modify your nozzle so that you can use it and it has all of its features or whatever, because it does have some nice features so you don't want to just booger it up. So anyway, but this is kind of how to use it. So first of all, if you notice, there's two little connectors here. This one's a little thicker, that one's a little thinner. I've got my little cutters here. So I usually, or not usually, I've done 4 of these now because I lost all of them. So essentially I'm going to start with the thicker side. So basically just a good set of cutters, cut that thick side off, come over to this side where the thinner piece is, cut that thick side off. Now I've got a usable, sealable top without government stupidity. So the harder part for you is this little thing. Now, there is nice parts about this because it does actually seal up, keeps stuff from going in there and all that kind of jazz. They're not the best. They're not the good Blitz curved ones from way, way back. But one thing they absolutely are is a giant pain in the ass on using, because it's a lot of force to push that back, and it is definitely a lot of force to push that back. And that is because inside there's this enormous giant spring. I don't even think my guns have got return springs as stout as this thing. So anyway, I'll show you real quick how to fix this. Get it to be usable and non-EPA compliant for you. So the very first thing you're going to do, like I did just a minute ago, push that down, push this up. When you do that, I'm using my belly. When you do that, the top of it should be able to push up like that. There's a little O-ring on there that's going to prevent you from doing stuff. So I'm going to take my knife and I'm just going to not cut that O-ring. I want to keep that O-ring, but I'm going to use my knife to pull that O-ring off. You can use whatever you want. And at that point, you don't have an O-ring anymore. So you can just pull this whole thing apart. You take this little spring, you stuff it in your drawer to be used later by who knows what. Maybe you need a spring. Anyway, now you've got this handy dandy little nozzle that I don't have to fight a spring on. So the other part I have is this heavy duty click I gotta press. Well, here's your clippers. There's a little hook right there. Cut that little bugger right off. You take this, don't put the O-ring on it yet. You take this, you slide it back in the little slot. Just like that. So take it, slide it back in the slot. Just like that. Put your little O-ring back on. Just like that. Put your little lid back on here. Just like that. And now you've got a nozzle that will seal. You can push that up and won't dribble all over. You can still use it because you can press that in really easy and just slide her on in. Look at that. Woo! Look at that. Nice. Got the government out of my hair because they're trying to help me. Put your little lid back on it like that. and now you have a usable nozzle for your Midwest 5-gallon gas can. So you can screw it on without having ratchety things getting in your way. You can push this little nozzle down, pour your little gas, right? Pull it back out, you're good to go. So anyway, so I thought I'd just do that quick vid. Hopefully one of you guys will use it because replacement nozzles are like another 40 bucks, right? Or whatever. They're about 10, 20 bucks if you want to try to find a Blitz nozzle that fits one of these. And good luck at that. Diameters are all different. So if you just use what you got and do a few little modifications to it, it'll be good. So hopefully you guys got something out of that. Appreciate it. Bye.